Good evening. In our news bulletin for tonight, the confirmed cases of dengue fever has increased and now reached the village of Mutalo. Liquor outlets have petitioned the Niue Liquor Board and government to reconsider the increase for liquor license fees. Statistics Niue has released provisional statistics from the Niue Population and Household Census. Tommy Nee returns home to release and launch his new music video, Feel. Makefu Village Show Day takes a turn towards sustainable development in building a stronger community. Niue has confirmed cases of dengue fever with another person testing positive yesterday, but this time a resident from the village of Mutalo. By the end of last week, there were 9 people that had been tested and 4 confirmed positive. The Niue Health Department issued a notice yesterday afternoon to inform the public that 2 more cases of dengue-like illnesses were tested and 1 patient was positive. Dengue fever is a mosquito-borne disease and has people worried of another outbreak like the island experienced in 2012 when there were more than 100 people infected. Last week, the first confirmed cases were all confined to the village of Tuapa, and this week presents the first case that has affected someone from another village. The Health Department is continuing with the community awareness programs to remind people to get rid of mosquito breeding places, but the onus is also on those who have tested positive to remain at home and reduce the risk of infecting others. Now that there is a case in another village, people are also questioning whether the procedures in place are robust enough to contain the situation from spreading further. Blood samples from confirmed dengue patients have been sent for serotyping in New Zealand to confirm the type of dengue fever that has been introduced to Niue. Community support is required to keep dengue fever at bay to avoid any further infection. Local businesses who serve liquor on their premises have raised concerns about changes to the liquor license fees this year. The Niue Liquor Board is appointed by Cabinet to make decisions for liquor sales and other matters. A number of local businesses have written a letter of petition to the Niue Liquor Board for the unjustified increase of the liquor license. Concerns raised and outlined within their letter was that there was a substantial increase without prior consultation.
There are quite a few businesses that we did raise our concerns, and mostly we are the food and beverage places mostly, and especially those also that sell liquor, because of the recent 300% increase to the liquor license. From 2016 it was $125, and then this year they're asking for $500, which is huge. And I'd like to thank also those businesses that did also support the letter with Palalfa. That was Willie, Avi Rubin, we have Ian Vilila, Losana Suneholo. These are all places. Pauline Blumsky for Vealama Cafe, Vicky Kaloni also for Hill Cafe, Ricky Makani for the Okioki Mai, as well as Stafford Gifts. These are just a few. And I think it's very important, because the basic things that we looked at for the increase is that the unjustified huge increase of 300%, no justification. And also the fact that we believe that the Liquor Board had also been inactive for a few years, and that there was no consultation or engagement. 3 basic things really. And all we want is to meet with the Liquor Board or with Mr. Poikapanga, who is the Financial Secretary.
The letter has been signed by a few of the liquor outlets to repeal the decision and seek consultation or urgent dialogue with government to review and apply a more appropriate increase or offer businesses more support to sustain their operations. Some of the concerns that were outlined within the letter was based on claims by the businesses that the increase from 2016 to 2017 were made without prior communication. They also questioned the status of the Niue Liquor Board, who are appointed by Cabinet. The Niue Liquor Board has been renewed, and Talisi Tamatalisi is the chairperson. Other members include Catherine Papani and Charlene Tukiuha and Secretary Christabella Salangi. Lofa Rex spoke on behalf of the local businesses and explained what they wanted.
basically we want them to relook at it, talk to us, give us the justification for the increase, and let's have dialogue, let's converse, let's engage and see what we can come towards. Your government is supposed to be supporting a living standard, and especially as a tourism destination, they need us and we need them. And so I think it should be, our proposal really is to meet, let's talk, and let's come to some agreement to a better increase if they want to increase.
Considering the prices of alcohol that are being sold, the price of $500 is not that much in comparison to what you would make as a business. What would you say to those types of comments?
Well, those comments are fairly valid, I guess, but you've got to also look at it. We're a tourism destination. We also have to look after our locals, and the impact of these high costs will also be, it's a flow on. We'll be putting the prices back up again just to meet that. But what was the point in the first place? Because we feel that it should be justified, and a nice staggered increase would be agreeable too, but not a huge one like that. Just before the elections, this came into being, and I know that there is some attempt to try and decrease it to 350, but I think they need to talk to us. There's no harm in talking to us. When you go to elections, they want to talk to us. So talk to us now. We're willing to talk. And we're not small people, we're private sector, and I think that they should give us the benefit of dialogue.
Businesses are hoping that they can foster good working relationships between the business sector and government. We also made attempts to get a comment from the Niue Liquor Board, but were unable to get an interview with the chairman before this news bulletin went to air. Niuean musician Tommy Nee has returned home to premiere his new music video and single titled Feel that features Niue quite prominently. Saturday night, the scenic Matavai was packed with locals and visitors who were keen to see the music video, but they also got to see some local acts that included Jackson Hikesi, Ross and Malava, Glenn Jackson, Asia Lee Hikesi, Janam Hopotoa, Tommy Tikea and group and others. Tommy was more than happy to be the drawcard, and people were shown some of his earlier work and music videos that proved quite humorous. This trip, however, was specifically to showcase his new music video that was filmed here in Niue.
I shot the music video here in Niue. It's got some Niuean lyrics in it, which is Kumi moe longona e whakalofa, which means find and feel the love. The song is about depression, and I thought it would be cool to shoot here because it'll be a good thing to link people, Niueans in New Zealand, to Niueans home, if you know what I mean. There's a big difference in that, just in the vibe of the people, so I thought it would be a good thing to do that, and to bring something back home, because there's like 4 million people living in New Zealand and 1,500 in Niue, but the most love I've ever received is from Niue, so I thought I need to bring something back home.
As a young up-and-coming artist, he is making his mark in the music industry in New Zealand, but his humble island roots are never too far from port. This has been a journey that he hopes will inspire other Niuean young people.
I hope that they can see that they can do something like this too. Sometimes it seems like it's a goal like that is quite far away, but it really isn't. It's just if you believe in it 100% in what you do, then you can make it happen. Just for the youth and anybody really, if you want to do something, just go do it. It's sometimes it's hard, but that's what makes it worth the journey. If you believe in it 110%, then you can make it happen. You can make anything happen. You just need to decide that you can make it happen. Yeah. Believe in yourself.
This seems to be a busy year for the Niuean singer, who has also been nominated for Best Male Artist at the upcoming Pacific Music Awards in New Zealand, and a crew from Fresh TV have come along to document his journey while he was on Niue. We spoke to him to find out what this nomination means in the global sense of things.
It's just an honour to be up against big names in the industry such as Savage and Kings, and then me. It's awesome. It's just an honour to be up there. I feel like we've already won just by being up there, so it's cool. I think I'm the only Niuean on the what do you call it? On the panel, whatever it's called. I think I'm the only Niuean there, so it's good to represent us there and go hard at it. Yeah. I'm giving myself 10 years to crack the industry, to just smash it. I'm gonna win a Grammy, and I'm gonna represent Niue the whole way, and I'm gonna come back and live in Niue hopefully in about 10 years' time, maybe less. Fingers crossed. Yeah.
Tommy and his band left the island today, but says he will keep coming back. Now starts the eager wait for the Pacific Music Awards on the 1st of June. It was a big day for Makefu Whalekahoto on Saturday as the community came together for their village show day that focused on sustainable development. Stalls were set up early in the morning to welcome the droves of people who were up early enough to get the first taste of what was on sale. This year's harvest of agricultural produce was less than usual, but the quality and size of the taros on display were to be admired. During the formal speeches, the village member of Parliament, Tofua Puletama, commended his community for their cooperation in making the day a success, and the village council for coordinating the activities. This year there were many visitors, some from even as far as the United Kingdom, who were privileged to get a taste of Niuean culture, sports and food, all in one fun-filled day. The Unga race this year had many eager participants, but to change things up a little, instead of the circle, this year they opted for a square, and that took some thinking out of the box for competitors. There was also basket weaving and coconut bowling for the women and sika throwing for the men. For the youth of the village, they took on board the theme Moana to another level for their campaigns in sustainable development from the land and sea to their performances of some of the music from the Disney movie. The entertainment segment of the show day ended with the women of the village, and the show day concluded with a word of prayer and hopes for greater things yet to come. And that concludes our news bulletin for this evening. Do join us again for our next news bulletin on Thursday.